If you're looking... Hello, Russell Dorsey, Brotherhood Initiate. Welcome to Fort Atlas. Well, this is Fort Atlas, new headquarters of the Brotherhood of Steel in Appalachia. The Brotherhood's in the process of getting everything in order here, but already people from all over Appalachia are turning up. Some need help, some want to join, but it seems like everybody's curious what comes next. I just say what Paladin Romani says. We're here to help. Formerly the Atlas Observatory, now headquarters for the Brotherhood of Steel. Of course, what you want to know? The Brotherhood of Steel is a... well, I guess you'd call it a military organization. Founded originally out in California around when the bombs fell. We're dedicated to rebuilding society and preserving old technology. Keeping the mistakes of the past from being repeated, you know? One of the members from California could tell you more, I'm sure. Pretty sure that's strategic information I'm not supposed to just give out to anybody that asks. Oh, it's an honor. I know that sounds like some recruiting poster nonsense, but really, it is. I finally feel like I'm part of something meaningful. Building a better world alongside other people who've committed their lives to that cause. Sure, sometimes it means doing guard shifts in the rain, but hey, small price to pay for real purpose, right? What do you need? Looking to sign up? Or just curious? Well, either way, I guess it's not me you want to talk to. Most of the fort's off limits to civilians, but if you're interested, Knight Shin's in charge of the new recruits. He's very serious about protocol and security, so you'll have to speak to him first if you want to get anywhere. Brotherhood's always looking for good tech, if you find any. Welcome to Fort Atlas.
I have real duties to attend to. The outer perimeter is still insecure, the provisions aren't properly stowed, and we're awash in hopefuls. I have no time to be babysitting civilians.
Your duties are what I say they are, Knight. Your objections are noted, but this is a direct order from your commanding officer. Help us put on a good face for the local people. We've just moved into their backyard. They're nervous. Show them we mean no harm.
If you insist, Paladin. If there's nothing further, I'll have the completed report on your desk shortly.
I expect nothing less from you. As you were, Shin.
Paladin. If you're not here on Brotherhood business, I suggest you...
This concrete place is like a tomb.
If you're here with a request for the Brotherhood, get in line. I don't have time for you right now. Diddy. Initiate Dorsey is supposed to be manning his post at the entrance, not acting as my secretary. Initiate Dorsey is too trusting. But I can't fault his commitment. Perhaps he sees something in you worth our interest. Are you another aspirant to our order? If you mean that, then you are right. But if that's sarcasm, I recommend you stow it. Immediately. Normally, I'd stick you with the other hopefuls until we decide whether you're worthy. But if you're serious about joining us, you've got good timing. There's something you could do for me that would help the Order and demonstrate your qualities as a candidate. We've had a number of civilians show up here at Fort Atlas, asking for one thing or another from the Brotherhood. People are afraid, or want something, or are looking to involve us in local squabbles. Civilian outreach is not my specialty. There's too much left to do to secure this facility. If you're really interested in helping, save my time. Interview the petitioners, find out what they want, and report back to me. Do this right. Don't make me regret giving you the opportunity. Conduct yourself properly, and we can consider putting you forward as an initiative.
You better have something useful to say to me.
This place is kind of dumb.
Oh, can't even come to me himself? What, he needs to requisition some more armor polish? All right. Keep it cool, Sean. So, what's he got to say to me?
This better be worth it.
The problem is that a couple of these Brotherhood clowns showed up and took a bunch of my stuff at gunpoint. Now, I'm a peaceful man. I really am. I sure wasn't equipped to deal with armed thugs requisitioning the little I've managed to put together for myself. Never understood the Raiders. I like the quiet life. I don't need much, and I need trouble less. But after this, I get it. I came here to give the Brotherhood a chance to make things right. Else maybe I'd go to Crater and start doing things their way. At least they don't pretend to be the good guys.
What the heck does Ad Victorium even mean?
Hey, thanks. I just needed someone to listen.
Arrived in Appalachia not a moment too soon.
I imagine the Brotherhood would object.
Greetings, civilians.
Shane. What is it now?
Well, now look at you. You with these steel brother fellas? Longer than I prefer. These heard the news about these fellas and reckoned I'd... Well, it's about time. I'd like to... So, what's this night? A fair trade's what I want. I've heard stories about these steel types back in the day. They, for the cause, they said. Yeah, like that don't make them raiders. So, I reckon it's better to make a deal up front. In return, I want these steel boys. Fair enough. Can't expect more than that. Thank you. You take care, too.
Hey! Yeah, you. Who do I need to talk to around here? You know, about the guns? You don't look like one of these Brotherhood yahoos. Shin? He the scary guy with the stick up his...
My bones ain't getting any younger.
Yeah, that's right. Big shiny guns. Now, all the talk in the area is about these Brotherhood folks with their high-tech toys, and I thought, Tally, you gotta get some of that. For self-defense, of course.
military.
Just so me and some of my poor, innocent friends can protect ourselves from all the nasty. Why not? Hey, you calling me a liar? I mean... What? Me? A raider? No. Yeah, that's... No, all... Damn, You looking at something?
Something else? Before they bombed the daylights out of everything, folks used to pay. Raiders will just take everything. This is a trade. Fair is fair. I ain't care for people poking their noses into my business, but if a bush got seed in the ground right now, I ain't yet seen a raider willing to... Could be.
Did you wish to speak with me? Yes. Something I can help you with? I am waiting to speak with a Brotherhood representative.
I want it.
The severe gentleman in the power armor, yes? Dr. Edgar Blackburn at your service. I had heard that the Brotherhood possessed advanced technology. As a doctor and a scientist, this was of great interest. My research is always in need of equipment and materials rather difficult. I came to see if an arrangement could be made, but from what I could... Given the state of my fellow supplicants, I would hypothesize that they're... Very well.
Got to be getting back to the farm soon.
Their hygiene standards are better than the lot at Crater, but no. I prefer to work in solitude. One day, perhaps, my research... It would be... difficult. In essence, I have been studying the illnesses of Appalachia. For too long, people have relied on folk remedy. The long-term effects of this environment are concerning. Just because... Very well, then. What is it now?
Got something else to ask me?
I want it.
Oh, can't even come to me. All right.
Local recruits appear healthy, if underfed.
Don't blow me off like I'm making this up. These people, they had the power armor, and they said they were Brotherhood. Sorry. Listen, I don't have much, but what's mine is mine. And the Brotherhood pretends like they're noble, but then they let this. Raiders don't act like something they're not, and at least the gangs defend them. Then tell them.
Do not attempt. Have you finished the task I gave you? Good. Let's get this done. I have the list from their arrival. Give me the high-level overview. Impossible. Whatever happened, it was not us. There are countless brigands out there, civilian. It is not the job of the Brotherhood to hunt them down one by one for their crimes. I will say it bothers me to hear that someone is abusing the honor of the Brotherhood this way. But that does not change the facts. Mr. Hockman's problems are his own, not ours. Give me your next report.
Never forget the heroes.
The Brotherhood is not a charity, and our mission does not cover providing civilians with equipment to pursue their personal interests, unless the doctor intends to provide that research to the Brotherhood exclusively, and under our supervision, he will get nothing.
The settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past as well, or we'll make the same mistakes going forward.
Our job is to procure and protect technology, not fund civilian scientists in developing it. If the doctor's research proves dangerous, then the Brotherhood will take a very pointed interest. Until then, it is his problem. Next report. We are not mercenaries here to serve as guards for anyone with some goods to trade in payment. This is not a charity. As a civilian, you are free to play hero for everyone that comes to you with a sad tale. The Brotherhood, however, has a duty to its mission, and that does not include playing bodyguard. Enough about that. What's next? No, we are not arms dealers.
The Scorched, the Raiders, the Ghouls. If anything tries to attack, we'll be ready.
There was never any circumstance in which I would authorize weapons to that woman. But your vigilance is noted. That covers everyone. Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take orders and make yourself useful for the Brotherhood. You need to lose those soft civilian instincts, but I will make note of your assistance in my report to Paladin Romani. Should you wish to join our ranks, I will not oppose your enlistment. I grant you permission, provisionally, to enter the compound proper. Go to our scribe Valdez. You will need her support as well if you want Paladin Romani's attention. What I am going to do is make the recommendations I see fit in my report to Paladin Romani. As the commanding officer, the final decisions will be hers. And your concern in the matter ends here.
New recruits, night shifts, training, weapons, and a base.
Be vigilant, outsider.
Invincible. We're here to protect people. They'll learn that in time.
This is a secure area. Treat it as such.
Do more than just fight. The scribe went on patrol day and night.
We should spend less time.
Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude, but what exactly are you doing up here? Oh, a prospective initiate. The Night Shin sent you. And I guess we're both in luck. Paladin Romani makes the call on new recruits, but the Knight and I have some influence. It just so happens I'm in need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a Didn't even have to think about it, did you? Let me give you a quick rundown of the mission before we... Our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something in particular. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not... Any questions before we start? Great! Unfortunately, I need to finish up a few things. Shouldn't you be waiting in the entryway?
We're building something big here. Don't get left behind.
Good, you're here. So, how do you feel about reading comprehension? I was hoping to start out by sweeping the area for documentation left behind from before the war. Are you trying to get on my good side? But enough about that. I'd like to get started. What we need. This must be Dr. Hammond, Atlas's lead scientist. We recovered some of his holotapes and logs in our initial sweep of the area. This tech down here is his handiwork, and he couldn't give it up. Even after the war, I should make arrangements for a proper burial. Here's one. I think this is good. Let's talk for a second. That should be enough to start. Let me take a look. Atlas decommission report. So the project was in bad shape after all? Oh, I knew it sounded too good to be true. Wow, this is some seriously classified stuff that I just let you read. I guess you're right. There's only so much I can tell you, but I'll share what I feel is relevant. Atlas wasn't exactly an observatory before the war. That was just a front. The military conducted research here. Pretty advanced research. We're down here. I did ask you to help, after all. Now, let's follow up on some leads from this report. I'd like to do a quick inspection of... There's probably a terminal around here. If it's still running, we can do a diagnostics. The report mentioned that the machine's intake pump was under a lot of pressure. Let's finally, the lower core on this level should have a wiring box. Why don't we take a glance at that to get an idea of the electrical? Should be a simple inspection. You can have point, but I'll be looking over your shoulder the whole way. Take note of the details and we'll discuss how it goes after. Looks like we've got company. Interesting. Inspection. Let's talk. All right, let's go over the inspection results. The diagnostics check revealed some issues. Flux disruption in the induction loop, intake valves ruptured, and the ion focus? Oh, misaligned. Next, we have the release valve. That went. Well, what was your assessment? It certainly did. I'm going to mark that down as bad. Last but not least, the wiring. The wires were... Yep, I think the warm reception they gave. Okay, well, sorry about the popcorn. Nobody does, outside of a classroom. That's why I love... If I'm going to recommend you to Paladin Romani, I need to know you're serious. Can you pay attention? If you can, you are in my favor. If you can't, I'm worried about what our inspection turned up. There are a few parts I'd like to... There's the pressure gauge, the core processor, and the ion focus. They should be upstairs. There's a lot I can learn from examining them, if we can pull them out and get them back to my lab in decent condition. I want to take some notes on the core up there, so I'm going to leave the parts removal to you. Each extraction will be a little different, but in general, you'll want to use a light touch. I want the components in good condition, so please be careful. Any questions, or are you ready? You saw what happened when we tested the release valve. I want to examine the stress on the gauge. That could tell us if all that built-up pressure was normal or an anomaly. Oh, and you may have to pry it off, but be careful about it when the time comes. The brain of the machine. It's the component that coordinates all of the others. It should be slotted into a terminal somewhere. May take a little technical know-how to extract, but nothing you can't handle, I'm sure. A very important and technical component. It helps force particles into a beam that the machine could fire to affect the weather. Somehow. Could take a bit of manual dexterity to pry loose without any damage. I'm counting on you. Let's see what you can do. the induction coil up there on the machine core. That doesn't sound good.
Protect and serve. Please, justice will be administered swiftly and fairly. Intruder, identify yourself. Hostile target identified.
Whew. Whatever you did up there, the security system sure didn't like it. Thanks for the backup. I doubt I could have handled that on my own. Now that that's over with, let me take a look at what you've collected. The pressure gauge looks like it's in good condition. The core processor is pristine. Good work on that. The ion focus looks usable. Impressive. The induction coil seems fine. That's a relief. And what is this? This is ultrasight. Fascinating. This looks like some kind of compact power source. None of the documents, none of the terminals said anything about this. Did this power the whole machine? The fuel of the future. I'd heard the stories, but to think I could hold... Project Atlas may be beyond our power to repair, but We might have something here. I expected the machine to use a small reactor's worth of energy, but they condensed that into a container I can hold in my hands. Oh, I could do a lot with this. You were a big help. I'm sure you have what it takes to be an initiate, and soon. Here, take this letter to Paladin Romani. She'll make the final call on letting you into the Brotherhood, but my rec may tip the scales. I'm going back upstairs to take a look at these components. If nothing else, this ultrasight battery has piqued my interest. Oh, I'm giving you access to my private terminal, too. It has... After what we just went through, I think you deserve to know more. Thanks again for your help.
Just beginning. Stay disciplined.
Ah, you must be the one I've been hearing about. Paladin Layla Romani. What do you need? Well, between this and the report I have from Night Shin, we can discuss you becoming a member of our order. Consider it carefully. Do you wish to join our ranks? With the recommendations of Night Shin and Scribe Valdez, I'm willing to consider you for membership. But first, I need to see how you handle yourself without direct supervision. In order to be effective in our operations here, we need to establish positive relations with the people of Appalachia. If we make them see us as a beneficial presence in the area, it will be much easier to secure cooperation in the future. We have reports of feral ghoul attacks on traders and travelers in the southwest forest region, indicative of a nest of some kind. I want you to clear it out. We don't know. Our initial reports on the attacks came from a family of farmers, the Putnams, that we passed on the way into the region. I think their sons were rather starstruck when we showed up. I almost expected the older boy to follow us when we left. You should start your search there. They may know more. You can find them at the old Lewis and Sons farming supply. Very well. Do this, and you will be one of us, with all the rights and responsibilities of a full member of the Brotherhood of Steel. Ad Victoriam.
No meat. Perfectly preserved pie with every dinner declined. It's fresh. The West doesn't even have a...
Whoa there. Mom, Dad!
Who do you think you are barging in here? George?
Hold it, stranger. No funny moves.
The Brotherhood? Again?
Oh, man. Cool! Ha ha! I told you they'd be back, Colin.
Lower the gun, George. All right. Why don't you come over here and we'll try to do this like civilized folk. Now you need to be more careful just waltzing into people's homes. It's a good way to end up with more lead in you than's healthy. I'm Carol Putnam. This is my husband, George. Now, won't you tell us why you're barging in here, and maybe we can all be friendly when you're done. Those would be them military types in the heavy armor that came through here recently, right? I'm the one that told them about those attacks.
Those Brotherhood guys are so cool. Wait, are you recruiting? I want to sign up.
Their gear was pretty fascinating.
Settle down, boys. The adults is talking. So you want to know about them ghouls? Can't say for certain. We got a suspicion, though.
A lot of the sightings and attacks have been from folks traveling the highway to Flatwoods. They come out of the hills, northwest of the old creamery.
And the only thing out that way is what's left of the Orwell orchards. Could be the source of the things. Good to hear.
You'd be doing everybody in the area a favor.
Safe roads mean safer traders. Good for everyone. Just try not to startle us if you drop by again.
I really would like to join the Brotherhood. I know I'm not as strong as my brother, but you've got to have it. I'm sure this farm isn't the place for me. Can you make me a recruit? All right, that seems fair enough. I'll do my best to earn that recommendation, I promise. Are you sure about me, though? I know my brother wants this too, and I heard Mom. Only one of us can go. No! I mean, yeah, I know it's a big decision for you.
You gotta take me with you. I'm ready for this. I just know it. I'll be just like that Night Shin who was here before. I'm strong, I'm fit, and I'm ready to fight. Whatever you need, I'll fight mutants. Well, no. One night, I thought I saw a super... Dad came running because of the noise. It turned out it was just... Of course. Them showing up is the most exciting thing that's happened. I know I sound like a kid asking for a treat, but I mean, can you really... Oh, of course. I'm sure they'll listen to you. I'll be a big help. Just you wait. But are you sure you want to take me? I don't want to talk you out of anything, but I'm not your only choice. I mean, the best choice, obviously. But... Oh, yeah. Well, you'll see. I'm the clear choice. Not that Colin's not great or anything.
I really would like to join the Brotherhood. I know I'm not... I'm sure. This farm is... Can you make me... All right. I'll do my best to earn that right. Are you sure about me, though? Really? You go on ahead. I need to talk to my folks.
Been selected. Comfort. Potential source found. Metal. Metal. returning to normal operations. Detecting potential composting target.
Hey, you're here. Seemed like this was the place. I had to sneak past everything outside, and then I heard some noises deeper in here, so I just holed up to wait for you. I hope that's okay. Don't worry, I will. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Let's do this. Oh, wow. Yeah, actually, thanks. That was... Thanks, really. I know how that would have gone if... I'm still shaking. I'm really a little worried. I guess I can handle it, but... If I have... Definitely. I might not be the most brave in a fight, but you must need people to keep everything running. And if the occasional moment of terror is the price for getting to work with their tech, I can live with it. I will. I'll make sure you and the rest of the Brotherhood be safe out there.